Imagine the unimaginable, a black hole entering our solar system. Could it spell instant doom? Or would we simply experience a massive gravitational shift? Today, we dive into the terrifying possibilities. Black holes are one of the most enigmatic objects in the universe, representing gravity taken to the extreme. But what if one of these cosmic voids came right to our neighborhood? The very concept of a black hole intruding into our solar system is terrifying, invoking images of immediate planetary destruction. But the actual outcome depends heavily on the black hole's mass and trajectory. Black holes come in many sizes. We'll examine two scenarios: the massive stellar mass black hole created from a collapsed star, and the tiny yet dense primordial black hole, theorized to have formed immediately after the Big Bang. A stellar mass black hole, typically 5 to 20 times the mass of our sun, is the most likely large black hole to wander. If this giant enters the solar system, its sheer mass is the primary threat. The first victims would be the outer planets, like Neptune and Uranus. The black hole's strong gravitational pull could easily toss them out of their stable orbits, flinging them into deep space or towards the sun. As it passes, the black hole would violently perturb the distant Oort cloud and Kuiper belt, regions filled with icy objects. This would trigger a massive, comet shower, sending thousands of icy projectiles hurtling towards the inner solar system. For the inner planets, including Earth, the consequences would be catastrophic orbital changes. Even if not swallowed, a skewed orbit could result in Earth being pushed too close to the sun, or flung out into a deep freeze. Now consider the primordial black hole. These are tiny, perhaps the size of a pebble or small planet, but they still possess immense mass compressed into a minuscule volume. Because of their small size, primordial black holes are incredibly difficult to detect using current technology. We wouldn't see them coming, making this scenario arguably more insidious. Most primordial black holes would simply pass through the solar system with minor gravitational impact. However, a direct collision with a planet, or worst of all, the sun, changes everything. If a primordial black hole hit Earth, the consequences would be immediate and catastrophic. It wouldn't necessarily swallow the planet whole, but the energy released would be devastating. If the black hole is very small, it might pass through the Earth, creating massive shockwaves and earthquakes, turning our planet into a molten wasteland. A larger one would cause immediate destruction via gravity. Any matter swallowed by a black hole would likely be subjected to spaghettification, stretched and torn apart by immense tidal forces before crossing the event horizon, a painful, quick, and final end. The most likely damaging scenario is not a direct collision, but a close gravitational flyby, especially from a stellar mass black hole. This event would still permanently change our solar system. If the black hole passes close to the sun, there's a small chance it could steal the sun, effectively ejecting our star from the system. This would plunge Earth into darkness and permanent deep freeze. Even a less dramatic flyby would majorly shift Earth's orbit, leading to severe climate changes that would make life unsustainable, perhaps pushing us into an elliptical path with extreme temperature swings. So what's the bottom line? A black hole encounter is one of the universe's ultimate dangers, with effects ranging from orbital chaos to immediate planetary destruction. The least likely scenario is the immediate swallowing of Earth. The most likely, yet still devastating, outcome is massive gravitational perturbation and orbital chaos, fundamentally altering our planet's habitability. Fortunately, the vast interstellar distances mean the odds of a rogue black hole entering our solar system are incredibly low. For now, we remain safely protected by the sheer size of the cosmos.